everybody, and welcome to the BL Week in Review. I am your host, BL Songbird. This is the BL Express. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and go ahead and put a comment down there if you find something you like. I am going to be doing my best to keep up better on said comments. I have not been great at it, I admit it. But I also do not receive said comments most of the time. I have to go hunting for them, which always makes things challenging. Oh, man. All right, so how was everyone's week? I have to say that it's been entertaining. We're almost at Halloween. So the month of Halloween BLs we're almost at the end of it. I feel like there are some that are starting on Halloween though, and those will go, well into December. So it's possible we'll have Halloween BL through the whole holiday season. But still, quick side note before we get too far into it. I just saw just now that Zombiver, not exactly BL, but has everybody's favorite DMD actors, is on Netflix here in America starting on Thursday. So don't forget to check your Netflix. I have a feeling it's everywhere. That is like super exciting to me. Just just because yes, let's have zombie apocalypse. I don't know. Actually, I don't know why I'm excited because I am not a zombie girl. No, I'm not. I don't typically watch that kind of show, but I think it literally has everybody who is a part of Demundi in it. And there are rumors that there will be a BL side story, so you never know. You made it. You reached that. Also, good to see you both. Just talking some Zombiver and the fact that it's everywhere. Yay. And then what else? What else is there? Okay, so I wrote a short Halloween like microfiction last year. It's like 500, 600 words. So actually short. And I'm going to post it for Halloween again this year. So keep an eye out for that. I've heard tell from others that it's actually really creepy. Super fun. The next BL hidden gem. This is all personal update stuff, but I figure, I asked how everyone's doing. I might as well share too. The next BL hidden gem is going to be Under the Oak Tree. I'm going to be analyzing and reviewing it. If you've never heard of it before, yay, I found an actual hidden gem. At least I think it's a gem. I do remember it going kind of off the rails towards the end, but I think it's still worth looking at. So that's the one. If you look up Under the Oak Tree on YouTube, you will find an anime, like a long-lived anime. So you do have to add blseries in order to get anywhere and even finding it. Okay, so quick overview. This is a live chat. Feel free to join the chat. We will be interacting over the course of this show. There will be a spoilers section at the end, and today the spoilers will be all about Khemjira. Obviously, guys, it's going to be about Khemjira. If you have not seen Khemjira yet, you can just cut out before I announce the spoilers section, and you will not get any spoilers for the show. However, if you have not seen Khemjira, you should be going to do that instead of watching this live because it is fantastic and you could get through at least one episode, maybe. Although each episode is about an hour and two or three of them are two. They're full movie length, which is kind of crazy. All right, so the first part goes a bit like a news report. The second part's all about chatting. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about the series that started, the series that are coming, and the series that ended this week. And also, if you guys have any side notes about the New concert that happened over the weekend, feel free to scream in the live chat because I hear some pretty spicy things happened. I don't know. And honestly, I hear a lot of like congratulations are in order for improvements on singing and dancing from both Z and Nunu, which is really big since Nunu was already fabulous to start with. So, anyway, all right, Zombievore is available in Netflix in Europe. There you go. It is everywhere. It's a global thing that's happening. Let's all be scared together. Okay. So, shows that started, and I'll give a brief opinion on whether or not I think they're worth watching live, binged, or I don't know, up to you kind of thing, right? Maybe it wasn't my cup of tea. So, not in any generalized order, but here are the shows that started between last Tuesday, this Tuesday. One is Mystique in the Mirror. Mystique in the Mirror is from Thailand. It is on iQIYI. It is under the suspense thriller genre, and I haven't tried it yet. I do intend on trying it. I like the storyteller in this particular case. The author is pretty fantastic. So, if you've seen Mystique in the Mirror, did you like it? Is it worth watching? Should people wait to binge it? Go ahead and let us know in the comments. So there's Mystique in the Mirror. I liked it. Eerie. Okay. Cool. I like that turn of phrase eerie, guys. So if you like shows that give you a bit of a spooky vibe, perhaps Mystique in the Mirror is for you. That one is airing on Wednesdays. I like it. That it is different, but it is not my style, at least based on the first two episodes. Okay. Fair. They are, that one, it was very trippy. Trippy. Interesting. Okay, okay, okay. So that's Mystique in the Mirror. It airs on Wednesdays. On Saturdays, we have a series titled The Two of Them. It's from Myanmar. It's a YouTube miniseries and based on a true story. And I am not watching that one. I actually don't plan on watching that one. So feel free to throw out any information you might have on it if you're watching it and have tried it so that people know. On Saturdays, okay, we did that. Sundays, DeLorean. Mystique has me scratching my head. Might prefer to wait to build momentum. That's a good point. It's possible, guys, that for Mystique in the Mirror, it might be better for binged for continuity's sake. Patrick Rangsimut, I hope I pronounced that correctly. His story, the other story that I know of that's a little bit like that is called 7 Days Before Valentine. It's super trippy. It's a thinky show. You have to like really be paying attention to follow it. So if Mystique in the Mirror is anything like that one, yeah, it might be better binged later. Um, Okay, so we did Saturdays. Now on to Sundays. Head to Head started. Thailand again. Everything's from Thailand. This one's available on YouTube. And it is GMM TV, which is Thailand's big queer media source. And it is a college BL. I thought it was a fun start. It's very let's bang heads and clash. Very clashy. So if you like a show where the two main characters are basically at each other's throats all the time at the beginning of the series, then Head to Head might be your cup of tea. It was mine. I actually found it highly entertaining. So I'll be continuing that show. Did I find it as much of a fun start as their first C and Takeen are the two main actors, and their first show was titled Only Boo, and I found that show much more refreshing, but Only Boo could only happen once because you can only be in your first series one time. So I'm going to see what it's like in the future. And other people are saying it was entertaining. So loved Head to Head, very strong first episode. All in entertaining. enjoyable. There you go, guys. Those are some remarks from the people in the comments. Everybody's kind of on the same page about this show. And honestly, it could be binged or it could be watched week to week. I don't think you have to like make a decision on that. You can do whatever you enjoy. And the next show I thought was kind of interesting. It's titled Under the Moonlight. It's a mini series. There's going to be 5 episodes. They've been released one a day, so the last episode comes out tomorrow. It is from Chiang Mai University students project. That is correct. There's another series floating around this year called Secret Ghost. That is also a university school project. So just FYI, some of Thailand's BLs are now officially university projects that are being released to the world population to watch. So that one is available for everybody on YouTube. And honestly, I watched the trailer and I was kind of impressed by the trailer. For a student project, I was kind of impressed, guys. Like the thought that they had and like the concept is unique and well, not unique necessarily, but it's definitely interesting. So it might actually, I haven't tried it, but I'm thinking about trying it. It might be worth checking out. So that is Under the Moonlight, and that is on YouTube. They are a strong pair. They will only get better over time. Head to head, patented enemies to lovers vibe. Krishna, that is a great way to put it. So yeah, head to head, Under the Moonlight, all good options for everybody. So those are the new series. On to the coming soon. Thursday, October 30th, we have a series titled Therapy Game from Japan on Gaga. It seems like the general premise is a one night stand that leads to more. So, that could be people's cups of tea, maybe. It could have the potential for Pammy, good to see you. Long time no see. It could have the potential for some toxicity. If you like toxic Japanese stuff, that might be your cup of tea. I see also saying about Under the Moonlight that it's on par with the smaller or typical Thai series from bigger studios. I had a feeling actually because when I saw the preview, I was like, that is a very well put together preview for a university's a student group essentially for their final project. So, guys, let's watch it. Let's support the students in Thailand. They're going to be our future producers, directors, and writers, right? At the end of the day. And it sounds like this group has potential. And wouldn't it be cool if they got picked up somewhere, right? Like because their YouTube little mini series went viral or something. So we can help contribute to that. Um, Valerie, hi. Yes, the real series, Black and White is real. And you're right. I saw that it was on YouTube. Okay, I don't normally talk about real series, but also mention it in the comments and we'll put it out there. Black and White is real is being produced by one of the pairs that was in a regular length Taiwanese BL. They wanted to keep working together, so they produced this real series so that they could keep working together. That is my understanding of Black and White is real. Maybe support them on YouTube, and maybe they'll get enough money to do another full length series. I'm all in for JBLs, and yes, toxic Japanese BLs are totally my bag. That is awesome. They're not always my bag. I feel like Japan is very good at toxic. They take toxic to a whole other kind of level, and I don't know. I'm either all in or I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Nope, can't do that. One's too much. Way too much. So who knows what therapy game will be? I guess we'll find out on Thursday. Hi, Katie. Good to see you. On Friday, October 31st, guys, this is the one I was thinking, oh, we're going to have Halloween for months. And that is Goddess Bless You from Death. Another one from Thailand on iQIYI. It is its primary label is horror suspense. The romance part doesn't come down further down the labels, I have a feeling it's going to be more horror and suspense than romance, but you never know. I think it's Pavel and Poom. I hope I have Pavel's name pronounced correctly. They were the ones who were the leads in Pit Babe, if you've seen it, and this is their new series. It looks very, very different from their last one. And the general premise is a man who can see ghosts is accused of murder, and a detective's help seems to be the only way out. That is the premise of that show. There's supernatural kinds of things going on. So it could be fun if you like suspense thriller. I'm so looking forward to that one. Pammy, okay. I think we've already talked about it, but I wanted to say that I liked Head to Head. Okay, we have another vote for Head to Head. Katie, we have, but always welcoming to more votes for the series. This is just news to everybody else watching this little show that Head to Head is the place to be. And luckily it's on YouTube, so everybody can watch it. For sure. Korean BL, please. Yes, from Soup Film started on Thursday on YouTube. Okay, I can be better at this. True, it did. Absolutely. Please, yes, from Souk Film started on Thursday on YouTube. That is one of those shorter 10-minute episode kinds of shows, 5 to 10 minute episodes. I am iffy on Goddess because Pooh and Pavel are a tad on the mess side for me. Okay, well, we're gonna give him a shot. I'm gonna give him a shot because you never know. It could have just been Pit Babe that was on the mess side and not the two actors. It's possible. Right up my alley, and I'm crossing my fingers that it's going to be good. Valerie likes head to head as well. Lots of head to head. Okay, everybody, now you know. That's the one to watch. Okay, and honestly, as far as views go on YouTube, they're way up there already. They're doing great. Okay, on Saturday, November 1st, we've got Tide of Love. It's on YouTube from Korea, Seek Media YouTube channel. It, I think, is going to be behind a paywall. Just FYI. So if you're curious, they do have one that's not behind a paywall that you can check out just to see if you want to pay for another series from them. I did read a comment. I wasn't paying very close attention, but when I was looking everything up, I saw a comment saying it was two of the actors from that one from Strongberry earlier this year. I don't know. You guys can tell me if that is actually the case or not. Okay, so Souk Film has been pretty decent. I'll still watch. Okay, so Souk Film, if you're willing to pay, I believe, and go behind the paywall is even better. I also like Please Yes. Good to know. Okay. Souk Film, in my experience, was too messy for me. Like, I didn't like them in general because they were just, they were all messy. Sweetheart Service is the Strongberry series. It is indeed. Okay, so that is Tide of Love on Saturday. From as far as I'm aware, those are the ones coming between Tuesday to Tuesday. So between today and next Tuesday, those are all the ones coming. That's not to say that one won't be randomly announced in the middle of it all. Yes, they are very messy. Ha! Very messy. Okay, Yuritsa. I mean, yeah, okay, yep. Thank you for confirmation of that. I think I've watched maybe two, and I was like, nope, this isn't for me. Okay. Ended and ready to binge. Okay, guys, this is the long list today, so bear with me. These are all the shows that are ended and ready to binge for all those bingers out there. Here you go. All right. Get all relaxed, everybody, because it's going to be a minute, and then we'll get to the spoiler section. Okay, In Heart for Destiny Project, their third story, 2 episodes long. Oh, okay. So Forgot the For Destiny project, guys. Their new one will start on Thursday. They're the one about the boxer. That one starts this Thursday. Yeah, that's another new one, and that will be on YouTube Cut and on View Thailand Uncut. So if you're okay with Cut, I hear that they may or may not be easy to follow Cut, but I just throw it out there. The new one starts on Thursday. Un and Heart ended on Thursday. Okay, so 2 episodes long, YouTube View Thailand. People are like meh about this particular project. I think maybe because we only have access to the cut one. I'm not sure. It's possible, but people are just maybe even about the stories. Anyway, Un in Heart is the first one, and that's like un and then in and then heart, all separate words. Just FYI if you're writing stuff down. The second one that ended is Love in the Moonlight in Thailand. It's on YouTube and Gaga. Ooh La La. Love in the Moonlight on YouTube. I don't know if they finished subbing it or not. I didn't check today. But YouTube subs for 131 are sometimes delayed. They're not necessarily immediately uploaded. So Love in the Moonlight is on YouTube, but it may not be officially subbed yet. It's 12 episodes long, so and each episode is at least an hour, and I know the finale was full movie length. I didn't finish this one because it was too well acted, and I could not stand the father. He made me so mad. I I I had to stop watching. So I don't know if you can call that like go watch it or you may not be able to handle it. I guess you guys can tell me. But Love in the Moonlight made me mad. The main actors had great chemistry though, and the father who made me mad was an outstanding actor, which is why I couldn't stand him. So there you go. Yeah, very much a Lacorn. If anybody is new to the world of Thai BL, anyway, Lacorn is essentially a soap opera. That's their like over dramatized television in Thailand. So Love in the Moonlight has that, very much so, but it's slightly more toned down than average. And I think that's maybe why, since it wasn't quite so over the top as usual, that's why it made me so mad. Quite possibly. I watched on Gaga until the final week. I didn't want any spoilers since the YouTube channel aired each episode a day before Gaga did. It did. That's true. Okay, so there is Love in the Moonlight. The next one is titled Love Reset. It's from Korea. It is on YouTube. It is only 4 episodes long. It's one of those short series, and I did not watch it. So if you happen to see Love Resets, let us know if it's worth watching or not. Every time the father is on screen, I'm fuming. I haven't finished it yet. Chast is with me with that. Love in the Moonlight. The father I just couldn't take it. Anyway, okay. So Love Resets, Korea, YouTube, 4 episodes. I don't have a clue whether it should be watched or not. But it's only 4 episodes long, so you can give it a shot, see what happens. Love Reset, a rare premise, and the story was interesting. Okay, there you go. Awesome. The next one that ended, that I'm aware, I think it ended. I was reading the comments of the 4th episode, and it looked like the final episode is Never Date a Capricorn. It's a Mandarin series aired, filmed in Japan. It's on YouTube. It was 4 episodes. And again, that's another one I didn't watch. So here's 2 in a row that I didn't watch. Please help me. All right, Love Reset was cute. A little sad panda story. Okay, sad pandas. We love sad pandas. There you go. Sad pandas for the win. Okay. So there was Never Date a Capricorn. One more time. Mandarin, YouTube, 4 episodes. The next one. And honestly, Never Date a Capricorn might be partially behind a paywall. Guaranteed quality from Secret of Us. I would agree. As far as a short story channel, Secret of Us is kind of taking the cake. They're doing some good ones. I've seen a couple of their stories. They're excellent. I haven't watched most of the shorter series that ended, so I don't have an opinion on them either. KT, you and I are the same. I don't know if it's because you're a long series kind of gal, but that's the main problem with me is I'm a long series kind of gal. Never dated Capricorn was okay. Watch if you want to kill some time. Okay. There is another opinion. Thank you guys. Love it. I appreciate you. Second heart, two hearts today because honestly, like, what would I do? I'd have to watch them all if I didn't have you guys. I appreciate it so much. The next one that ended. I'm the most beautiful count. I'm the most beautiful count. Thailand, IGE, 13 episodes, full length. Comical, controversial, fun. Those were the three words I gave to that one. Is it worth watching? If if you're okay with loud, and if you're okay with some slapstick humor, and and have a weekend to kill, then go for it. I'm the most beautiful count had some really fun moments, and honestly, it might just be worth supporting because the main character is trans. So just for that alone, we are all begging for those kinds of shows and then not talking about them when they air. Granted, this one is controversial for other reasons. This one is controversial because and was like not trended in Thailand, specifically because they did not follow the beloved storyline that the book had. One of the main actors was not as dark as he should have been, and people were upset about that. So, for a variety of reasons, in Thailand, it wasn't trended. But I think it's still worth a watch if you have the time. Let's see. I have not watched the finale. The RL cast drama kind of put me off. Yeah. I dropped I'm the most beautiful count, but mostly just because as much as I liked Nut, I just found the over the top humor wasn't for me. I loved the king and servant pairing though. That part was lovely. Um, a little side note, the king was also in the Bangkok Boy, and I would have never known unless somebody pointed it out to me. So that is an actor to watch in the future. It is over the top. It's very over the top, guys. So that might not be for everybody. Okay, the next one that ended is Mandate. Um, Mandate, you're going to have to find in other ways, or VPN to Thailand. Although I looked into how to sign up for Monomax, and I think you need a Thai address. So even though they claimed to make it available to international audiences and put English subtitles on it and everything, there's no way for us to watch. It's 8 episodes long. It's a political intrigue. And from those who are willing to go hunting, I hear it was very good. If you like political intrigue, the romance was a side note in that show, apparently. So, if you're looking for like more romance, that's not the one for you. If you're looking for one that is deals with controversial social issues in Thailand and is got a lot of politics, then that is the show for you. I didn't watch Mandate because I just couldn't be bothered trying to watch it. That is it. I have a place to watch Mandate with Spanish subtitles, but I'm not too pressed to watch it. Right? It's like I don't know, when you have to do that kind of thing just to get to a series, it's got to be like highly anticipated at the end of the day. Like Cherry Magic Thailand, for example. Just FYI, View Thailand is VPN. Like you can access that with a VPN, and those shows are available for free for everyone to watch. So, if you're okay with a VPN, if you know how to use one, if you're like a lot of them have free trials, Cherry Magic Thailand, watch it legally, semi legally. slightly more legally. At least your view count will count at the end of the day, right? They'll get their money for it or whatever. Okay, so that is Mandate. The next one that ended is Never Ending Story. Right, Katie, View is easily accessible with a VPN. Absolutely. Okay. Never Ending Story is from Korea. It is on YouTube. It is 6 episodes. It's another one I didn't watch. So for those, I noticed a couple of you watched the short series. I'm looking forward to seeing if you watched Never Ending Story. Let me know what you thought of it. I searched for Sharing Magic all over until I watched it. I'm not good with VPNs. Oh, you know, I ended up ordering the DVD box set because that is how much I love the Thai version of that show. It's just outstanding, guys. Never ending story. A nice, sweet story without unnecessary drama. Okay, those can be lovely. It is a little longer, guys. It's 6 episodes, so there you go. Never ending story might be worth looking into. All right, the next one, The Journey to Killing You. I said it out loud this time. We'll say it one time. We'll, probably won't do anything because, let's be honest, I'm not like huge anyway. The Journey to Killing You is from Japan. It's on Gaga Ulala. It's 6 episodes long, and from what I understand, people liked it a lot. If you are in to toxic, what is the specific phrase? There's a specific term for the kind of series it was. It just happened to be a BL, but it was also this other thing. I don't remember what that thing was. But the combination of the two, everybody was really excited about, and people thought it was outstanding. It's just not my cup of tea. The best Japanese BL this year for me, a blend of genres that makes it fascinating. There you go. Whatever the other genre is, maybe one of you guys can let me know. So that one is worth watching if you like that kind of thing. Apparently, I've heard it from lots of people. Yeah, that one. From all the people I know that liked it, I would say it gets my vote. I didn't watch it. I only watched episode 1, but I trust the people who said they liked it. I still have to watch the finale. It's toxic. I love Japanese and toxic. See, there you go. And you guys know that toxic is not my favorite. And in fact, the next toxic series I watch will probably be Up in Pooms, maybe. The Journey to Killing You is a specific style of JBL that doesn't click with me, but I love toxic characters, so it's more the style of filming, I think. Interesting. Okay. Okay, okay. All right. The next series that ended. Guys, I don't even know what to say. There's so many. Okay, Revamp. Revamp, the Undead Story ended on Saturday. It's from Thailand. It's on iQIYI. And actually, I think in some countries it's on YouTube. It is 10 episodes long. And I have one word. Fun. It was fun. Uh, do I recommend binging it? Sure. If you, okay, so if you are into quirky vampire series, if you want your classic, toxic, super dark, spooky series, then perhaps not. It does have elements of that, but it also is mostly not that. And the main character is very quirky, rather than scary. So there you go. A revamp could be a fun binge. Just go in with your eyes open. And honestly, I think it's exactly what Bone was looking for. So definitely worth checking out. We're getting to the end of the list, guys. Patience, patience. Ramil is precious. The show itself isn't necessarily something I would recommend, but I found it an easy watch. There you go. Ramiel was adorable. Dunk. Okay. See, there are some reasons. It's fun. It's an easy watch. It's not like I highly recommend it. I just like, okay. If you're into that kind of thing, you might, and you're okay with quirky, you might enjoy it. Okay, Ferratu was scary enough. Sure. Still have to watch the finale of Revamped because my dad broke his hip and everything went to hell in a handbasket. I already got all the spoilers. Okay. Eureka, I'm sorry to hear about your dad. I hope he feels better soon. That is got to suck. Okay. The next series that ended, Takumi-kun from Japan on Gaga, 6 episodes. I say I have no clue because I only watched episode 1, but this isn't the series for everyone. You kind of have to know the canon, from what I understand, to follow that show at all. So, if you know the canon, perhaps you can get through it. If you don't know the canon, it's highly unlikely that you'll be able to follow it easily. That's my understanding, anyways. If anybody watched it and has something different to say, let me know. But that is Takumi-kun. The next one. I'm glad Javid said that he's recovering from surgery and all is well. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, the next one that is going to lead us into the spoilers. We're finally at the end of shows that ended. There were so many. So many. Okay, the last one, Khemjira. Khemjira. Thailand. IGE. 12 episodes. The one word I have for it is epic. The series of the year, possibly. I have an extended review that I'm going to be working on, and it's going to be posted on my Patreon. It'll be there for everybody, though. But I don't even know if you need that to watch it. Just watch it because if you haven't yet, because yeah, epic, absolutely, absolutely spectacular. Domundi or Mandy Channel has outdone themselves. It's just a like Katie said, it's just a well-made show. Best show of the year. Took my boyfriend is a sculpture. Typical work for the studio. Flying Penguin. Nothing especially good or bad on it. I didn't realize that had come to an end. Good to know. I just started it today and I'm already hooked. Pammy, yes, another one who's hooked. It took me a whole day to watch Khemjira, but I had to finish it because I adored it. Excellent storytelling. 10 out of 10. That is okay. This is it, guys. Like, anybody who's watching this later, anybody who hasn't seen Khemjira, pay for an IGE subscription for a month. Watch it. I swear. No. And watch it legally. Give it its views. Give it its proper due. It is. And then while you're at it, there's so many other shows on IGE to watch that it'll be worth a month. There'll be so many things to see. But that show, okay, dare I say, uh, might be the best BL I've seen in the 5 years of me watching BL, and I've seen like 300. That is it is really really good, guys. Chas is in the same space I am, but he and I are similar. The more we go back and forth, I'm like, oh, we are the same person. Okay, so it's his favorite BL of all time, beating out some heavy hitters. I also now love Toll First One as a ship. I liked First One before, but didn't have an opinion on Toll, so now I like him as well. Right? And Khemjira competed well internationally. The cultural elements are super fascinating to learn more about too. I'll give you a little aside. Beetle. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced beetle. The black teeth that they have in the historical parts, that's historically accurate. That is a it's called beetle, and it's something that they chewed on back in the day that caused their teeth to turn black. So that's like it's just chef's kiss. Okay, so there's my little thing about Khemjira. It is worth watching. Extended review to come. Not out loud, but in writing on Patreon for me. And we're now into the spoilers, where we're going to talk all about Khemjira. We have some time. Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to play a little round of this or that. I feel like this or that always goes well. So if Beetle, yeah, that's Beetle Beetle. I'm not entirely positive. I haven't heard it pronounced aloud yet, but Valerie is spelled it for everybody. So if you want to look it up, you're welcome to. Spoiler section, here we come. All right. All right, also, Have a good evening. We just got an updated trailer for Toll's first one new series, so I'm more excited for that one now that I've seen them in Khemjira. Sweet. I've got to head out now, but enjoy chatting. All right, guys. For those who are saying Khemjira this or that, Jet or Charn is the first question. Jet or Charn? I know that that might be a hard choice to make, perhaps. But if I had to choose, for me, it would be Jet all the way, 100% down bad for that character. He is fantastic. And honestly, first one, correct? Oh gosh, please let me have that right. Did a fantastic job at that role. I was thoroughly impressed. Both for Eureka. Okay. All right. I see it. I see it. Jet for Valerie. Okay. I see it. Next. Rampung or Yos. Yos, if you guys don't remember, Yos is the ghost from earlier in the series that we thought, well, he was a problem. He had just got resolved earlier. Rampung or Yos? Which ghost do you like more? Ghost story? I don't know. Okay. Honestly, Yos's reasoning is so selfish and like I don't know. They're both kind of hmm. They're both kind of creepy in their own ways. I gave a hard one. Okay. I am going to go with Rampung, I think. Because she was scarier. Just like Valerie said, she was way scarier. Her feelings were stronger, perhaps because she was a mother and not just like the jealous other person. And honestly, once her story was revealed, didn't you all guys, oh my goodness, didn't all of you feel for her a little bit? I know I did. I suddenly was like, okay, justified, completely justified. She should take all of her wrath out on everybody. What a horrible, horrible thing was done to her. Like, dang, I couldn't even quite believe it. What is, what was that? Okay, so yeah, for me, it's Rampung as well. All right. Uh, would you rather see ghosts or not? If you had a choice, and if ghosts were real, which I'm not saying they are real or not real, I'm not sure to be honest, but would you want to be able to see ghosts or not? Rampung, the final scenes has me weeping. Yeah, right, Eureka? Like her story was so compelling, but she had to know it wasn't the tiny girl's doing. I don't know why she chose to focus on that little girl. Like, why didn't she go a different route? She could have chosen to focus her wrath on this older woman who was accusing her. That would make more sense to me than the direction she chose to be wrathful. I don't know. Okay, so for me, gosh, in a way, it might be nice to see ghosts because then you might see someone whom you loved, like like Kem, got to see his mother again in the story. She appeared to him, and he wouldn't have been able to see her if he didn't have that ability. So perhaps I would want to be able to see them, as terrifying as that is. You've seen ghosts, Jaritza? I would not, but I can sense their presence, so it's a lose-lose situation. Okay, that that would be scary. Absolutely. Absolutely, that would be terrifying. Or the king. I want to be able to see them, I think. I have seen ghosts as well, yes. Okay, so people have actually seen ghosts. I am on the list that have not, but I do feel energies occasionally. I admit it. So Not always good experiences, but that's what Sage is for. Okay, the next one, City, like this Kem spent some time in this series in the city, and he spent some time in that small village. And so, if you had to choose which place to be experiencing this kind of story, where would you want to be? Honestly, I don't even know I put this in there because the choice to me is obvious that it would be the village because of the all of the community there. The community is powerful, but I thought maybe it would spark a discussion as to like hit why on earth did he leave that village? Like he went back to Bangkok. What? Like was he a fool? Yes. Honestly, okay, so there's my one little bone to pick with this show. And maybe you guys saw something that I didn't. And maybe if I watched it continuously from beginning to end, I would have a different story. But I feel like Kem did not have a lot of character development. He started out as someone who was terrified and he ended as someone who was terrified. And yes, he had a moment of sacrificing himself, but it wasn't exactly a moment of strength. I don't know I don't know you guys. Maybe you guys saw it differently. Did you think he had a moment of strength? Because like, I don't know that I don't feel like he grew that much as a character. Oh, and I might just have stones thrown at me right now. I do not know. We'll see what's going to come back. We're going to see what's going to hit me in the comments here in a minute for that one. Um, and while we're at it, we have like a few more minutes to talk about our favorite parts of the story and favorite characters. So those are the final little bits of today. Favorite stories, favorite characters. Um, Village because it's hard to deal with all the energy in the city, and yes, the loving community was sheltering. He tried to take his life back. That's character development. Sacrificing is a moment of strength. Yes, stones. Well, okay, fine. Stones. Stones have been thrown. Ah, that is fair. Sacrificing can be a moment of strength, but wouldn't it have been cool if he'd like been taught how to like have some skills? The other two got taught how to be stronger and more skillful with things. Why wasn't he added to that group? Was it simply because our lovely Peem didn't see him as someone who could be a disciple? And in which case, wasn't that like hurting him in a way? Okay, I'm going on and on. Let me read more. I would want to be a part of that friend group, so I would just be happy to follow them to the city or village. We only saw him in the final couple of months of his life. Curse. He'd already been worn down. Okay, DeLorean, that is a good point. He'd been worn down already by life. And everybody was commenting on how his spirit was faded in some fashion. His like aura was faded. So I that is acceptable. I accept. Kem had some growth because he chose to let Rampung be punished by her karma. That is fair. And then he did graduate college and became a teacher and a dad. That's fair. He was already clairvoyant. Okay, and had dealt with. Okay. All right. I hands up. Hands up. You guys are all correct. I understand now. I am wrong. Completely wrong. Arguments heard. Valid. Absolutely. As everybody can see though, like listening to me read these comments out loud and like the bite back for my comment, this show has a lot of meat to it and there's a lot to say and so many big details, small details happen to pull the story together. That everybody is pulling different things, to this conversation, right? So it's meaty, guys. The story has so much to it. And we're just talking about the main story, but they developed the side story really well too, I feel like. Total and First One's characters, Jet and Charon, were well developed, and their story was carried out from beginning to end. And yeah, it just overall, that was beautiful too. Okay, so let's see. I liked that the company that made this used the last episode to give us many beautiful moments to counteract the tremendously vicious moments. That is true. What a great story to be able to discuss this show that way. Absolutely. Yeah, so the last episode with all the beautiful montage at the end, the epilogue, if you will. I'm glad they did that too. It definitely needed it. Honestly, the story could probably use a rewatch, with following it continuously from beginning to end, to like get more of the small nuanced details that you might miss not might miss just watching it week to week. Also, the actors used past life mannerisms, which was interesting. That yeah, I I find learning their past life stories fun. That was just a really great part of it. I found it interesting that they chose to start with the more recent past life and then dig deeper into the further in the past life. And it could be that it was because the more recent one was just more easily accessible via energy and memory for everybody, and that's where it started. And then they dug deeper and further back. Um, like a really good book that could be read more than once. Absolutely. It's like the really good book that when you watch it a second time, you get more out of it than you did the first time. It's one of those, I have a feeling. Okay, guys. Whew, we are just about out of time, but know that Khemjira is awesome. We could have done the whole show about Khemjira, 100%. Sorry we didn't have as much time because I had to go through so many series that ended for the week. But perhaps if there's not much going on this next week, we can keep talking about it a little bit more. These are writers that have had their own experience, write what you know, kind of thing. Perhaps so. Okay, so it's 6:51. We're just about out of time. I'm going to leave a last aside before we go, and this is an entertaining one. I would recommend going and watching Nanon's new music video. It is from Riser Music. It is titled, I feel like, Shiftless. It is titled Shiftless, and it is an excellently told 3 minute short story that I was crying over yesterday after, like, I didn't cry the first time watching it. I didn't cry the second time watching it. I cried the third time watching it on like this medium sized screen, like really close so I could see all the tiny details. Um, so yeah, Nanon's new music video is a BL zombie apocalypse short story, and it was really good. So yeah, check that out. I do think that he was the most passive about his own life. Everyone put their life on the line to help him. It almost seemed like losing anyone would be okay as long as Kem survived. Interesting. That's a different perspective of DeLorean. I felt passivity too, but everybody else was talking about how he was run down, and perhaps that was part of it. That tiny clip I watched got me in my feelings. It was strong. Yeah, so that's my little thing to leave you guys with. Nanon's music video. It introduced a new actor, Tata. We're gonna have to get used to it because we have Santa and Perth calls him Tata, and now we have Tata who is Tata. So anyway, definitely worth checking out. Okay, would have loved if Kem's original soul had been the Mountain King's son that was close to Pim's Naga soul, which would have tied them together for over 1,000 years. That would have been really cool. All right, crazy. All right, any final thoughts, guys? If not, I'll let you go today. And we will chat again next week about who knows what. I feel like before I get too far all up in all this, on Sunday, November 2nd, which is before our next meeting, daylight savings time starts here on the west coast of the United States. Just FYI. So the clocks will fall back by 1 hour. So just letting you know, it might be a different time in your part of the world than it was before. So have a good night, everybody. I will see you next week. It'll still be 6 p.m. PST, but 6 p.m. will be different in different parts of the world. So have a great week and happy Halloween. Enjoy. Goddess bless you from death. I'll see you on the other side. Bye, everybody.